Ron, you say that the labor market, which the Fed has focused on, is not tight because the economy is so strong, but it is tight because there simply aren't enough people to fill the jobs that are out there. You cite a variety of factors that play into that, COVID-related deaths, long COVID, early retirements, and so forth. But isn't it also the case that lots of workers don't want the jobs that are out there waiting to be filled or needing people, or that the workforce doesn't have the skills to fill the jobs that are out there waiting?
Well, that's an interesting damned if you do, damned if you don't proposition that you just outlined with respect to that, Tyler. Because, look, I mean, number one, the unemployment rate is extremely low. So arguing that there are people not taking jobs is an impossibility. We're at the lowest unemployment rate in 4 decades, at least. And there are some jobs, of course, that are going wanting. There are some jobs that people won't take. That is true. But generally speaking, look, we're looking at the lowest unemployment rate, as I said, in 40 or 50 years. And so we're short people. We are literally missing about 5 million people in the labor force. And again, you cited, some of the reasons why, whether it's those who have passed from COVID, and Jay Powell himself identified this not too long ago, that we've lost about 500,000 people who would otherwise be in the labor force. We've seen 2.5 million people retire early with no intention of coming back. Many women have left the labor force initially to take care of their kids during the pandemic, but with the cost of childcare having gone up, there's no benefit to them going back because it's a break-even proposition. So from my perspective, we should be opening the floodgates on the immigration front, which is not something that is currently being debated. And I think this is a missed opportunity, no matter where people come from, to restock the labor force. Our birth rate has fallen substantially, 1.6 children per family. That's below the 2.1 child replacement rate. So I think we have some structural issues that, if these go unacknowledged, are going to be a problem down the road. And Fed policy simply won't cure this problem.
It's almost as though Congress is so focused on whatever soap opera is developing in Washington, D.C. day of, that it's not handling these big picture 30,000 feet view that's needed to solve the problem. One is immigration and the lack of skilled labor coming in. But the other one, Ron and David, I want to hear your thoughts on this, is the fact that the debt ceiling just keeps being this issue that they come back. They like to trot it out and whip that horse and make headlines off of it. But there's a real economic impact, don't you think?
Yes. So I think Ron is right that we have a long-term labor force problem. Some of it is labor force participation, some of it's immigration. And these are things that policy can't cure, but policy can help with. And so the whole debt ceiling debate is a complete political theater with no upside. The Republicans like to argue that, we're going to use the debt ceiling to put the federal spending on and taxes on a sustainable course. But that's really not what's going to happen. We're going to have a lot of arguing, and that prevents you from having the conversations that we need to have about a debt that's rising faster than we can afford, and how to think about how to reshape spending and taxes to deal with it. So it's really discouraging, and I think it erodes public confidence in the government because they're doing this instead of dealing with the real problem.
Ron, last word.
I'd trot out Simpson Bowles and use that as a blueprint for future spending and other expenditures by the federal government to bring things in line, at least in the short run.